It seems impossible that it would take BMW this long to bring a big three-row to market. But this is definitely one of those instances where good things come to those who wait. This is the first ever X7, and it's packing everything BMW has to offer.
Mercedes has been building the three-row GL for over a decade. And seeing as how the Germans are always copycatting each other, the fact that BMW didn't checkmate until 2019 is shocking. But patience has been rewarded with a 6 to 7 passenger people mover that's as luxurious as any SUV ever produced. The tester BMW has provided here is a dream machine replete with nearly every feature the X7 has to offer. So keep in mind that for about $75,000, there's the X7 xDrive 40i with 6-cylinder power. This one, however, is the 50i and has a fire-breathing twin-turbo V8 and nearly 20 grand in options to arrive at an as-tested price of $112,245. For that amount, every aspect of the X7 experience has been pushed to the limit. This one leaves the off-road package behind in favor of the M Sport treatment, such as the more vociferous exhaust, 21-inch wheels wrapped in all-season run flats, the aero body kit, and meaty M steering wheel. To further the mechanical prowess, the dynamic handling package brings more stopping power, a limited slip differential with an electronic locker that takes advantage of the X7's rear drive bias for powering out of turns and for improved traction, and integral active steering that turns the rear wheels dependent on the speed of the vehicle to enhance stability in fast maneuvers while also decreasing the turning radius in the parking lot. But the most interesting piece of this package is Active Comfort Drive that uses cameras to preview the road and then proactively make suspension adjustments to elevate agility and ride quality. And all of this wizardry truly works as advertised. Making a 5,600-pound vehicle handle like a sports sedan isn't a simple engineering feat, and the fact that it also drives with the sumptuousness of a six-figure luxury car is truly amazing. No matter if you're in comfort or sport, the X7 never loses its grace. The air suspension, which can be raised or lowered manually, does an amazing job of keeping the body level and isolated from rough road, while the cabin has that Land Rover vault-like quality of quietness. And the 456 horsepower and 479 pound-feet of torque are excessively rich, with a signature sound to match, dispensing of 60 miles per hour in nearly 5 seconds flat with available launch control.
Now this is what separates the 50i from the rest of the pack. It is a twin-turbo V8 that makes so much power and moves this big SUV along so effortlessly that it is intoxicating.
It is crazy fast throughout its 8 gears, and gas mileage is a relatively respectable 17 mpg in combined driving.
There is so much technology incorporated in here that even seasoned professionals will require quite a bit of time to acclimate themselves to the various functions. And unlike Audi's new simplistic approach, the X7 still relies pretty heavily on buttons, knobs, and switches to get things done, most of which center around the various seating configurations. And it's those controls in particular that will require some practice. Because I had a situation yesterday with my daughter and my niece, and it was actually kind of funny, I wish I had it on camera, where they were partially trapped underneath the power folding third row because they pressed the wrong button. So you could have a class in here unto itself on simply how to get these seats to move.
Don't worry, no one was hurt. Though the X7 is an incredible drive, 3 rows like this have to be spacious and functional to be worthy. And here, in this optional 6-seat configuration with second-row captain's chairs, the X7 has taken an all-electronic approach to sliding, folding, and moving just about everything.
Occupants back here in the second row get treated to a vast array of luxury accoutrements you might expect to find only up there, including quad-zone climate control, heated and power-operated seats. There are switches over here that control both of the sunroofs, and there are plenty of connectivity options. And it looks like I'm the first guy to get to try out these headrest pillows.
Deep underfloor storage is a nice touch, and being able to lower the X7 from back here is helpful too when it comes to loading. And though there is a max cargo button that drops the third row seat simultaneously, these captain's chairs aren't going anywhere. So know that before you choose the $600 option. Though your energy reserves will be higher having all of the moving around done for you, I've come to realize that some of these movements take too long, so getting in and out of the third row, for instance, leaves me wishing for old-fashioned manual levers just to move things along. And though adults are rarely subjected to the way back, my size 11.5s haven't much room, though head and leg room feel substantial. So kids will be fine while also having access to their own climate controls and plugins. Ditto for those in the second row who also can control the sunshades and sunroofs.
Just in this small area alone, there are 10 switches that control the split tailgate and the power folding second and third row seats. It can definitely be confusing at first, but once you get the hang of it, the convenience factor is off the charts. Once you start to feel comfortable with the controls, the X7 is a haven of peace and serenity, underpinned by the sleeping giant that is the V8. Such an incredible long trip vehicle for the occupants with true BMW dynamics for the driver. This is the vehicle you want when the family is all aboard for a trip. It is brilliant in nearly every way. But that doesn't mean I wouldn't change a few things. For one, the dual screen setup currently being used by Land Rover and Audi is really the way to go these days because there is just so much information packed in here. The gauge cluster really can't match the awesomeness that is Audi's virtual cockpit, and the heads-up display is smallish and kind of looks like an afterthought. Otherwise, this is exactly how I would spec my X7 if I had the coin. Well, I guess I still need massaging and ventilated seats.
Get a load of things at night. Greeted with a long light carpet, awesome laser light headlamps, changeable ambient lighting, and this LED roof, the X7 is even more of a spectacle at night. This is coolness dialed up to 11. The glass controls add even more bling. iDrive is touchscreen capable and even reacts to gestures and natural voice commands to make it mostly easy to use.
I'm warm.
What temperature should I set?
66?
I'm setting the temperature on the driver's side to 66 degrees Fahrenheit.
And I love the wireless CarPlay integration, so you can leave the USB cord at home. And if you like your music, the $3,400 20-speaker Bowers & Wilkins Diamond surround sound system is worth every dime. And with the digital BMW Expert, you can speak things like, "Hey BMW, I feel tired." And the concierge adjusts things like mood lighting, music, and temperature to make you feel more awake. The X7 can also be locked, started, and unlocked with your smartphone. No more key necessary. With so much processing power, it's nice to know software upgrades can be performed over the air. There's seemingly nothing the X7 can't do and do extremely well, including parking itself and adjusting the cruise control based on speed limit signs. But the extended traffic jam assistant is as close as the X7 gets to autonomous driving, permitting hands off the wheel, slow rush hour driving with no driver intervention needed. No Cadillac Super Cruise magic here. Heated and cooled cup holders, heated armrests, soft closed doors, etc., etc., etc. I think you get the picture. Other than not having the aforementioned luxury seating package, night vision, and rear seat entertainment, this X7 contains the full pantry of BMW convenience and safety features. Now, I've been in the new Mercedes GLS, but have yet to drive it. That being said, it would take something beyond spectacular to beat what BMW has delivered here. For TestDriveNow.com, I'm Steve Hammis.